Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Shaniva Early, your craft doctor. I'm trying to get this timer to work that I purchased with my software, and that's why that little 30-second little thingy came on. So let's get started with today's video. I know I do mostly lives, but I have so many videos I want to put out, and they'll be like repetitive if I go on back-to-back lives. So I decided to try to do it this way so it can be a little bit more smoother and I guess easier for people to reach and see all the videos. So I wanted to do this one on this cabinet pad. Um, this idea was really a good idea in theory, not so much in the practicality of it, mainly because they didn't do kind of what they said that they were going to do for us. So first we have the little cabinets, and these are the little side pieces. On each one of these there's sentiments for each one, and if I'm not mistaken there's three of each. One, two. Yeah, there's three of each because this is the other one. So this is the main page, and then this is the other page that goes with it because you need four of them to complete them. Well, you have to there's little lines right here. If you can see this, I'm going to zoom down with my camera. You see those little lines? These lines are supposed to match up to this base die, right? That's what they told us. That's what they said on the video. And so that's what we're all expecting. Well, when I matched them up, first of all, they're not even. They don't match up correctly. Case in point, this one here where I have extra white and extra white. They said, oh no, we left bleed. It turns out that there's not really a bleed. At least I didn't see that. My die, if I put this die on here, which is the outer die, it's supposedly had matched up. But if you can see, it's so much room over here. Let me bring you in. And I'm going to match up the other side so you can see that. So, if you look at it, there's space here. And it's not supposed to be space there from what they said. They said it's supposed to fit perfectly. They do not. And so I'm not sure. I have to be careful with putting them on. I had to be very careful because the first ones did not turn out correctly. And that's because those lines that they said we were going to have, they're not exactly. They maybe should have did a little bit more bleed, I think. I don't know. But I was able to get the other ones fairly close. And so I'm happy with that. And then this piece here, I did cut out this, and then I cut into it with that, and I cut out that middle portion. So it turns out this is a very good idea, but I believe that once you master this, you can use any paper. You don't really need the pad. I think that the pads are really cute, but they're also a hindrance because if you want to use these here, you have to fussy cut them out in order to use them, which is another headache. I don't like fussy cutting, so that's probably why. Um, this die, this one does have a no, that does not have a die. I thought this was the die. I just pulled it right out, but that means that it doesn't have a die. Nope, neither one of these. Oh, that's the same one. Let's see, did this one? No. So that this die here does not work for that. If you can see the points, there's no points here. It's just an extra die, which is always good to have extra pieces and stuff. But it would have been helpful because none of these dies here mat on here. This is a lovely set though. And the concept is a good idea, but once you run out of this paper, it's really here nor there. I'm not sure if this can cut out on my brother's scan and cut. I didn't try it. I just fussy cut the pieces that I wanted to use with this example. So let's get started cutting it out. Also, they do have inserts, as I showed you before, and I'm not using the inserts today, but I'm going to do some of these for our church group, and so I'm gonna see how they work. This will be one of our classes. Okay, so these are the pieces. And then make sure that when you're cutting this out, and they told us this too, I think Craig said it, you have to make sure that you cut it with the right way, because I didn't do that on this one, and so my slits are wrong. But because this is the paper that came from the pad, I gotta run with it, because I'll mess up a whole pad without one of these. So I'm not gonna worry about it. I fussy cut out some decorations to go on it. And then these are all of the other pieces. So you get a lot of pieces to go with it, that you can use for the design. But I was trying to kind of stay on the minimal side of things, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to carry on. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is we have to take the back layer, which will be this one. This one will be in the back. And fold these in. They already have the score marks for you, so it's okay that they have this. And you can score it more if you like. It's up to you. Um, and then these go like that. They get glued down. So I'm going to put tape on here. I'm going to do it from the back. I'm going to put tape so that these can be glued down on both sides. But I'm also going to put a little glue also, just to give it a little bit of help when I'm doing it. Okay. And I knew this video will be a little bit much, especially if I talked or tried to read comments. And I love reading the comments. We have so much fun on this, but I didn't want it to distract me, because I'm the person who gets distracted, not everybody else. It's always me. So the easy part to remember when you're doing this is that you're just going to put your adhesive on here, and let me make sure because I need to do this upside down, so then it'll be in like that. Okay, so that, remember to do that, to put this piece upside down so that back will be blue on the outside. And so I'm just going to lay them down and lay that down just like that. And so see how it just stands up just like that. Really simple, easy peasy. And make sure that you put that top part to match the top part up there. Okay. And then I'm just going to add a little glue here. And I'm just doing this so it can kind of be reinforced. That's all. And you want to try to make sure that you line these up correctly on both sides, or your little thingy will be crooked. And so I'm just buttoning it up and laying it down just like that. Cute, cute, cute. And so, yeah, you want to make sure that it's straight and it stands up. Okay, so I'm just going to give that a couple to dry. And then it's semantics from here on out, really. One thing that I did notice is this, it gets embossed. These little spaces, they are embossed when you run them through. If you have enough pressure, this was the first one, and it's really embossed in this one. Okay, so then you take the little one and you just slide it in that little space. And you do that for both of them. It just fits right in there. It fits just right in there, just like that. And then I'm just going to do this other side also. I don't know how other people do it, but I'm just going to do both sides since I'm already over here. Plus, I might have to fight with that other side because it was wrong when I did it. But you know, it's only paper. All you got to do is add a little tape, a little glue, and get it in there. And so see how it just fits in there perfectly. Okay? And then I'll start from the bottom here, and I will stick that in there. Oh, maybe I should get my hand out the way. I'm going to stick that piece in there and stick this one in here. Because what I went back with an X-Acto knife and cut that piece so it'll be right. And so see, that fit in there good. And then this one does the same. It goes right in there. And this one goes right in there. And so see, you can tell if it's straight by if it stands up. And mine looks kind of like the Leaning Tower of Pisa a little bit. But that's because I didn't pull these out. And so there we go. Now, see, it's standing up for me. It's standing up for me, but it'll get the most security when I put this front piece on it, okay? So once you pop your tabs, you can lay these down and glue them down, which I will do for it. And then you adhere this top piece, but instead of bringing these forward, you take them backwards. So I'm going to take these backwards like that, and I'm just pushing them right in. And the score marks are there for you, so you don't have to worry about that. And then I'm going to add me some tape on here, just like that. Just a little tape to get it to stick. And they're all sticking. And then, oops, I'm sorry, that was my tape gun. I'm going to add just a little glue. And I'm just adding just a little glue so it can help to stick better. Just like that. And then you take this piece and you put it on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand this all up to make sure that all of my tabs are in the right places. So, and I'm just going to lay that down. Because the tape it helps me. The tape helps it stick quickly, and the glue helps it to stay permanently or more affixed permanently, like that. And then I'll do the same on this side. And I will squeeze that in there, and this one here. Okay. And that is our cabinet. See that? Our cabinet. And so in order to make this lay down better, I'm a little far away. Let me move it up a little bit. Okay. I'm going to glue these down, and so to make them stay. So I'm just bending them over just to add the tape to them. And the best part about this is, yes, it's a cabinet, but it also lays down, kind of reminds you of a box card. That's a little bit extra glue. We're going to just lay these down. And if you like, if you're using your regular paper, you can just cover that up with another one of these, because we have the dies, of course. And then, stay down there. I want you to stay in there. Give it a little minute to dry. And then lay it down on the other side and do the same thing. It's going to take a little practice for me to figure out where these all go, but I'll do that. I just have to make sure that they're that I do the right. I cut the right side. Like you could tell, I cut the right side on this one because these fit a little bit more perfect than the other side did. And why aren't you sticking when you need a little bit more glue? Because I didn't put the tape first. That's why. It would have been a little bit more of an instant stick if I'd have put the tape first. But that's okay. I'm just holding this one now because this one wants to be the fussy butt. And then bring it back to the front. And let's see what's going on here. This is super cute. It's leaning because this front one, the front, it's not straight. And that's the key. You have to make sure that it's straight all the way across. And my top one is not straight. And so I'm just going to peel that up and bring it down so it can be straight. I gotta continue to bring this cabinet down. And see, this is the reason why I like making videos, because this is real. This is not, okay, how about if I put it down and then put it on? There we go. Okay, why is none of my glue is not sticking? Because I didn't put tape on it. Let me get my bone folder. Here's one. Press in my glue. Got to give it enough time to set and stick. And this, oh, because I keep leaning it one side and then the other side. Aha. And I'm not giving it enough time to set. So it's pulling up. There we go. And there we go. Okay. You have to make sure that you do your cabinet even so it's straight on across the bottom. Just like that. And so perfect. It looks really cute. I love this. And then I got my sides to lay down on both sides. So they're laying down. And then it's all decorating from there. It's all decorating from there. Okay? And so I got this one to put right at the bottom, wishing you happiness. And so I'm going to, I put a little curve in it in the middle so it can kind of stand up. And so what I did was I just took my finger and I just went across like that. So then it has a bend in it. And I do it going both ways so it can kind of have, you see it has that curve. And then this sticks here. It's going to stick there. And this one will stick there. Just like that. Cute, cute, cute. Love it. And then my little butterfly. I'm just putting glue right in the center of my butterfly so that it can hang off right there. but it's movable. You see that? It's just movable. Okay? And then we have this little butterfly here. I'm just going to put glue right on that edge because I want to put this right in here. And I should have done or could have done this first, but the reason why I did not do it first is because I didn't want to cover up. If I would have put it out too far, it would cover up that middle part, and I didn't want to do that. And then I have this little flower right here. This little flower is going to, see, I really want it to stick out on that bottom layer, right like that. And so all I'm going to do is put some glue on this end. Just like that. I'm sorry, excuse me for reaching. I have my towel right there. And so it's going to go on this bottom part right there. And it's just sticking out just a little bit. Not over the top. It's sticking to the top of that piece here. But the bottom of it doesn't have glue. So when you close it, it's going to close both ways. Like that. Or like that. Isn't that cute? And so now it'll stand on, when someone looks at it, it'll stand up. And then you can sign the back, put any information that you want to put. There's a lot of pieces here. I could have cut out the to and from and stuck it on here or whatever, but that is what our cabinet looks like. Very quick little job to do. So that is one of the Crafter's Companions diorama. It's called a diorama. They did some on one of theirs. They did distressing. I didn't do any distressing, but that is what this looks like. Isn't that gorgeous? I really love this. I love the concept. I'm going to do the other one, but I think I'm going to do it with my own paper so I can try to see what it will look like with my own paper and not using their paper. But they do have a pad that has these springy colors that will be wonderful to use so that you're not depending on the actual paper pad because the dies, you're really just, if they would have never given us this, all you're cutting out is the paper pad. So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you watching my videos. This has been so much fun to make, and I will see y'all in the next one.